Hey everybody, welcome to episode 8 of our Minecraft Let's Play. I'm pretty sure it's episode 8. Last episode I kept saying episode 6 over and over, and then it ended up being 7, but I am 95% positive I've got it right this time. Oh, and it's thunderstorming. Let's sleep real quick. Anyway, so it's come to my attention that I've been spending a lot of time planning out and thinking about all these big builds we're working on. We got the pier going on over there, we got the big mountain castle on that side. And I've realized that I've just been neglecting a lot of general base maintenance. I mean, I had long ago planned on getting a darkroom trap built. I had planned on having a full actual chest room at this point. Like, these chests are pretty much all full, so that's a big expansion that I might do this episode, is getting an actual warehouse going for storing all our items and everything. But before that, I think the first thing we're going to do is do a bunch of resource collecting, because while those chests are full, they're full of a lot of stuff like stone. Like, we have a ton of stone, we have a decent amount of dark wood, but there's just a lot of stuff I need for these builds, for this whole beautifying process for our area here I want to go through. So let's go ahead and do that first. Alright, we should be pretty good for a while on resources now. So I think the first thing I'm going to do, this farm area has been starting to irritate me. It's just weird having farms in the middle of the town. So I've been thinking there is a plains biome over in that direction, maybe about 400 blocks. So I think the first thing we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to tear down these farms. I'm not sure what I'm going to put here. It might just be a empty little field for now. But I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just tear all this down and get an actual full farm area going, because for one, this is just too small. We need a much bigger farm. So since I'm moving our farm so far away, 600 blocks, whatever it is, I think I'm going to take advantage of this and finally get a full road network going for the server. Something I've been wanting to do for quite a while, and I've just been putting it off because I haven't had a good reason. I've been using the nether to go back and forth, so I just really haven't needed it, but I think this will be a good opportunity to get that done. As convenient as it is to have a nether hub, and which I do plan on building one eventually, and just using the tunnels there to get around extremely fast, I just think it'll look a lot more aesthetically pleasing if we actually have roads going everywhere. Plus, I am debating about putting this on a server and getting a few friends on here also, so having a full road network built up before that will make that very convenient for them to just join and be able to immediately know how to get places and yada yada. So along with that, I think I'm going to go over there to where the spawn is for when you die, and I'm going to get some basic farms and stuff going there also. That way when you join, you'll have like an immediate food supply, so you can just grab some food and get on with your adventure. Alright, that's good for now. I'm thinking I might make this into just like a little park area, put a fountain, put some flowers, a tree or two, just make it more aesthetically pleasing. Another thing I'm going to do though while I'm over here, something that I've been planning to do for a while but keep putting it off. I do that a lot. I'm going to go ahead and make a walkway that goes all the way along the top of this wall, all the way to the other end. Why? Not sure. But I might build this up a little bit and have almost like the wall. Eventually, I'm going to build an entire wall around this whole city that I'm building. But I'm going to also do segment it off so there'll be a little wall watching the with guards to be able to watch down on the pier to make sure there's no smugglers, just nothing sketchy going on. So to get ready for that in the future, I'm going to go ahead and get this all cleared out now. All right, I'm just about done with clearing out that path along the top of the wall. In the long run, I do think I'm going to build some kind of raised, almost like guard walls with towers and on like segments as you go through it. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and make a bunch of fences. Isn't this fences? Crap. Yeah, I'm going to make a bunch of fences and just put them along the edge. And at some point in the future, I will remove them whenever I actually decide what I'm doing with that area. But for now, I think this will work. No, I need more planks. So let's get these made and we'll head back over there and get these fences down. All right, so this is what I'm talking about. We're just going to put fences all along the edge. It'll look okay for now until I have the time to figure out my full vision for this. Because at the moment, I'm kind of just doing things on whims, so I'm still not 100% sure what all's going where with any of this, really. It'll just be a project that I slowly progress on as I figure out what I want to do with it. After we're done with this, adding these fences and finish clearing off this path, I have another little thing I want to get done. It'll be a build of sorts. It shouldn't take too long, maybe an hour. Alright, so I got all the fences placed, and that's going to be it for now. I think soon I'm going to do something with this wall. I like the wall, but I don't like it just so flat and bare. I'm going to come up with like a pattern or design or something cool to do with it. I'm going to need to do a little bit of experimentation to figure that out. But yeah, like I said, I have a little build that we're going to work on next. It won't be huge. It'll probably take me maybe an hour to come up with a design and build it. I haven't really played around with it, but I have a bit of an idea. So we're going to go ahead and head over to the desert and get started over there. Alright, so I've been thinking. We're going to be doing a lot of sand collecting here in the future. Like, we're already tearing apart this part by the time we're done because we're going to need a bunch of TNT for some of the future projects I have in mind. So all this is going to be clear. So we're going to spend quite a bit of time here. So I was thinking we need to get a more permanent base of operations set up here instead of just having some chests scattered about wherever I need them. So I've started expanding this island here. If you remember, originally it was like just pretty small. So I've started expanding it. It might not be big enough for what I have in mind. I might have to push it back and widen it a bit more. I'm not sure yet. So I'm going to go ahead and start building, and if I need to expand it as we go, we can. Because it really doesn't take too long. I am doing it the lazy way, so I left a big hollow space here. Oh, well, I probably should not have jumped in there. Let's see. There we go. All right, so I've been playing around in creative mode with some builds, and let's see. I'm going to go ahead and lay out the basic framework for what I have in mind, and then we'll move on from there. All right, we're gonna go ahead and call this build good for this episode. I got the basic framework laid out, and we'll go ahead and finish it on the next episode. But I have a couple more things that I plan to get done for this episode, and I don't want it to run too long. So I'm aiming to start making all videos between 15 to 20 minutes and get less of those big 30-minute chunks uploaded. But okay, so let's go ahead and head back over to the normal base, and I'll show you what I'm going to work on now. All right, we're over here now beside the village, probably around 500 blocks from our main base, in the area I was talking about earlier where we're moving our farms to. So, what I'm thinking, I'm going to do it in this part first as a bit of a test, and each row, each tier is going to have a different kind of vegetable or whatever growing on it. So I'm thinking for now, I'm just going to do the top one, and I'm going to plant a bunch of potatoes, and say the next one might have wheat. Actually, I think I'll do the bottom wheat and then just do a mass field of wheat just because it looks cool when it's full grown. So let's go ahead and start getting this all set up for the farm. So let's get an infinite pool of water going. Oh, whoops. You know, in hindsight, I came all the way over here and didn't bring any of the things I needed to plant. That's nice. Well, at least I can get it all set up so I then can plant in it. So I'm just going to go through, I think water blocks go 4? I believe it's 4. Everything was in 4, but will stay hoed. So just going to go through here and hide some water blocks under this wall. So I'll be right back. All right, so this is what we got so far. I did this little section right here, and I think it's looking pretty good. Long term, I plan on doing almost this entire area with it. Carve out a man-made river, a couple windmills. I think it'll look really good. I'll build a smaller little dock system here with a warehouse for the produce to be stored in, and then it'll get shipped over to the main city where it can be bought and sold. All right, it's getting dark now, and I didn't bring a bed, so let's go ahead and make this mad dash back to the base without getting ourselves killed. Oh, there we go. In hindsight, I kind of want to move the animals out of the main city area also and move them over here into what's essentially just going to end up being the farming district. I suppose that barn I built I could convert just into a storage warehouse and just start building another barn over there and get a bunch of animals built up. I might do that. It doesn't make much sense having a barn full of livestock just sitting in the middle of the main part of the city. Get him, Mr. Wolfie. Get him. Go get him. Get him. You got this. Go, go, go. Yeah, you better run. Oh, I'm missing the skeleton get murdered. Come back. Oh, I don't think the dog is gonna catch him. Oh, really? Really? He turned on him. I am upset. The skeleton's got to die now. Oh, there we go. I'm really upset. I was rooting for that wolf. I built this huge barn, got some animals in it, and then I never did anything with it. It's a bit of a shame. I think that's a good idea. I think I'm going to go ahead and build another barn over in the new farming region. And I'm just going to convert this into a warehouse where I'll store stuff. I don't know, maybe I'll use this for that chest room I was talking about making. We'll see. But I think that I can definitely find a use for this where I'll actually use it a lot more than I am right now. Alright, I do believe we're going to go ahead and wrap up this video here. I think we got quite a bit accomplished for this video. Everything that I originally set out to do, I got done. Moved that farm, started on the desert getaway, and then I got the farms started over there. So I think we did pretty good. For the next episode, for Operation Beautify This Place, I'm for sure gonna finish up the desert getaway. And I think in the next episode, we're also gonna go ahead and start changing all our paths that we've been using. because I'm not a big fan anymore of these straight, basic, just all yellow paths I've been doing. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I've been looking around online for some inspiration, but we can definitely find something that looks a bit more natural than that. Other than that, I am not sure what we're going to be doing. I guess I'll just have to leave that as a surprise. Figure it out as we go. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you liked it, please leave a like, subscribe. If you disliked it, leave a dislike and tell me in the comments what you disliked. Give me some advice. I love helpful criticism. Anyway, this has been Ranger V60 signing off.